contrast among the great states of this country. Sitting on the desk of the governor of the great state of Texas is a piece of legislation promoting religious freedom. Certain subdivisions and community organizations don't want that the complex should have any visible signs of one's religion on one's door. It would not conform to the majority. Perhaps some people may take offense. Some people don't like the aesthetics. But it is an infringement upon the freedom of religion of the people of Texas. Those of us who believe that a Jew must have a mezuzah on the door find this an infringement upon our religious rights. The cause has been taken up by one of the great legislators of the state of Texas, and the law looks very promising that it will be signed and bring protection to those who believe in the freedom of religion and wish to exercise that freedom as they choose. Now contrast this with the movement in San Francisco. San Francisco is contemplating prohibiting the practice of circumcision and issuing a $1,000 fine to anyone who violates that ordinance. That means that anyone who believes in his religion that he has to circumcise his child prior to age 18 would be held as a lawbreaker and would be fined and possibly jailed. Contrast the two states. In one state, the freedom of religion is paramount. People's own private prejudices notwithstanding, they allow the freedoms of the individual as paramount. In California, freedom of religion is trod upon. There are people who know better than others what is right and what is wrong. And it matters not that it goes against your conscience. It matters not that you're obligated to follow the practices of your religion no matter what. Such is the contrast between San Francisco and Texas, California, and the great state, the Lone Star State. Ask yourself what has happened in the last few years economically and socially between these two states. The answer is dramatic difference. Texas is booming. California is in a state of depression, dangerously on the brink of complete economic collapse due to its so-called progressive agendas. Is there a pattern? Is there a lesson for the people in California to learn? I think so. I think that when you tread upon people's rights, I think that when you think that you know better for others what they should be doing, I think that when you obligate people to do things that they don't want to do, they shouldn't have to do, when you obligate them because you have decided that this is right, the net result of all of that is social decay, moral decay, and economic collapse. Texas is booming, not just materially, but spiritually. In California, home of the Twinkies defense, home of gay rights, is languishing on the verge of collapse. Take pause, California. Learn from Texas.